Viewers, good evening. All of us know about India's tryst with destiny. I am going to tell you about our tryst with distortion. A sly attack on the idea of India. Viewers, this is a historical hoax by the man on your screens, Hamid Ansari, where invaders are given an Indian tag, while patriots are abused, vilified, their legacy sullied and mocked. So let's expose this nonsense once and for all. Viewers, the former Vice President of India, Hamid Ansari, stands up and declares that, look, brutal invaders like Mahmud of Ghazni and the Lodi rulers were not foreign barbarians. Hamid Ansari has declared that they were Indians, just like you and me. This is as if, giving an Aadhaar card to a temple-destroying tyrant will make his atrocities any less evil. I don't know what the attempt is. Viewers, Ghazni, the man who raided Somnath temple 17 times, 17 times. Think about it. Slaughtered thousands of Hindus, looted our sacred wealth. Now he's just a local looter. Lodhi, part of the line of foreign conquerors who imposed jizya on Hindus and crushed India's culture, suddenly promoted to being an Indian. How wonderful. They will have, this ecosystem will have you believe that this is history. But don't fall for this. Viewers, this is a twisted fantasy designed to whitewash genocide. But why are we surprised? This is the mindset of that same ecosystem, viewers, the Congress-led lobby that hates true patriots like Veer Savarkar. They call Savarkar a coward, a British apologist. See the choice of words. Savarkar is a British apologist. But the invaders are Indians. They will roll out the red carpet for invaders who burned temples, enslaved our people. Savarkar, who fought for our independence, is a British apologist. This ecosystem mocks his legacy while glorifying marauders. Remember 26/11, viewers, when Pakistani terrorists, including Ajmal Kasab, killed 166 innocent people in Mumbai? This ecosystem had the audacity to link Kasab to RSS. They called the entire massacre an RSS conspiracy. Congress leaders like Digvijay Singh pushed this poison, blaming Hindu organizations for Islamist terror. It's the same toolkit in action. Defend the terrorists, demonize the patriots. That's the goal. Viewers, this lobby marches with placards of Aurangzeb, the tyrant who demolished thousands of temples, including the Kashi Vishwanath temple and the Krishna Janmabhoomi in Mathura. They call him a secular ruler, while ignoring his fanatical orders to convert or kill Hindus. It's all documented. Glorifying marauders, tyrants and terrorists, that's the habit or the favorite pastime of this ecosystem, and Hamid Ansari's words are part of a larger sinister conspiracy to legitimize looters as locals. This is an attempt to erase their bigotry and attack the idea of a tolerant, cultured India. They want us to forget the blood spilled by these invaders, to see them as family, not as an enemy. But we will not, viewers. This is an assault on our history, our identity. It's time to call this out. Let's expose this distortion. All patriots must stand firm on this. Invaders were enemies, will always remain. They were not Indians.
जहाँ तक के हामिद साहब का सवाल है, वो एक स्कॉलर हैं, वो विदेश मंत्री में सचिव रह चुके हैं, उपराष्ट्रपति रहे। मैं समझता हूँ कि उनका अध्ययन, उनका ज्ञान हम सब लोगों से ज़्यादा है, और जो बात उन्होंने कही है, अगर देखा जाए इतिहास के पन्नों को उल्टा जाए तो किसी हद तक ये सही है।
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि लुटेरों को अपने से जोड़ते जोड़ते समाज का कुछ वर्ग अब पूरे भारत को लुटेरों से जोड़ने लगा है। और यह बहुत दुखद बात है कि श्री हामिद अंसारी जी, जो भारत के माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति रहे हैं, वो इस प्रकार की बात करें। और मुझे लगता है कि हामिद अंसारी साहब इतने पढ़े लिखे व्यक्ति हैं, उन्हें तो पता होना चाहिए कि गजनी के साथ आए हुए इतिहासकारों ने क्या क्या लिखा है। उत्बी ने खुद लिखा है कि मथुरा में कैसी लूटपाट की और क्यों की, धार्मिक आधार पर की।
Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Abhas Maldaiyar, he knows a thing or two about Mughals are invaders. IP Singh Ji, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Advocate Umar Junaidi, Tala Rashadi, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Ulema Council. Kamru Zaman Ji, Haji Rangrez, and Karan Verma completes the panel. Abbas, Hamid Ansari has said what he has said. I am not surprised. But the Congress leaders, or this Congress ecosystem is saying, look, Hamid Ansari knows what he is saying. He is a scholar. How will you challenge a scholar like Hamid Ansari? He says invaders were Indians. They had Aadhaar cards. He means that they had Aadhaar cards. He didn't say. But I'm asking you this question because, you have the label of being a Sanghi historian. So what do we have? A Sanghi historian trying to take on a scholar like Hamid Ansari?
Well, what to say, Pranish, because this is quite ironic, the words which came from the former vice president. Because if we look for the records, in fact, K.S. Lal did a very fascinating work where he recorded that how much population we did lose between 1000 CE to 1500 CE. And he put on record that there were around 80 to 84 million people whom we lost as a sex slaves, whom we lost as a people murdered, killed, butchered. And it's all been put on the record. And in fact, back then, when K.S. Lal brought this up, great scholars like Irfan Habib and many others got to refute him. But in the refutation, they just did a personal attack. And then Mr. K.S. Lal said very categorically that you please come up with your own estimate if you feel that I am wrong. But they kept on doing the personal attack, but they could not come up with the new estimates. The truth of the matter is that the invaders themselves recorded how many people were killed. They themselves recorded at how many were taken as sex slaves. And not only specifically of the idols, that he once said that I will not like to trade the idols with the pujaris because they had offered some sum of money and they said that, okay, please leave the idol. But he said that I would rather be known as a butchikan, that is an idol breaker, than being somebody who is trading the idols. So this is, and then we also know the truth that the idols were taken ahead, they were broken, they were put into the steps of the mosque so that people could trample upon it. And
no, but Abbas, 1 minute. Why is Mr. Hamid Ansari saying what he is? इसके पीछे intent क्या है? वो इनको Indian क्यों बोल रहे हैं? It's not as if they will come here and vote.
Yes. So, I will definitely stick to the scholarly point of view of it, and I will make it very clear that even Babur did saw Hindustan as different than Afghanistan. Though we have at times make a claim that it was a part of a larger Akhand Bharat, etc. But even Babur, when he was invading Hindustan, he made it clear that when he is in Kabul, Kabul is not Hindustan, and he is making a campaign into the Hindustan. So Ghazni came from Afghanistan. We know it. He spoke about Lodhis. Lodhis also came from Afghanistan. And that apart, even if they were Hindustanis, so what it makes? It does not make sense because in Kashi, people were knowing that where Baba was sitting, but they kept on spitting on it. They kept on doing wazoo over it.
Right.
They were very well aware of it.
Do you realize that, you will come under attack for what you are saying? Abhi panel pe, we have many scholars. We don't have the pleasure of Mr. Hamid Ansari's company, but there are others. They are, as scholarly as a scholarly person is possible. Karan, your hand went up. ऐसा बहुत कम होता है that within 5 minutes you want to say something. Usually
I just want to add to what Abbas just said that it should be very clear here that when we talk about the Ghaznavid Empire, which Hamid Ansari mentioned, if we trace back its roots, it comes from the Samanid Empire where he was a Turkish slave. So it's coming from Turkey, if anything. Though it hardly matters. Dawood Ibrahim was here in India. We regard him a terrorist. It hardly matters. Aurangzeb was born here. But just to set the record straight here, that the origins lie from Turkey. That is where this Ghaznavid empire came from. And why should we be surprised, Pranesh? What Ansari has said today, Pandit Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru said this long time back.
Right.
He said he was an art lover. Mahmud Ghazni was an art lover. Page 235 of Discovery of India. He said he was here for the money, not for religious purposes. When Utbi, his biographer, clearly says that when he came there to destroy the Somnath temple, the Pandits and all said, you keep the Swarn Mudras. He said, मैं तोड़ूंगा जरूर ताकि कयामत के दिन मुझे बुद्ध शिकन के रूप में जाना जाए, ना कि बुद्ध फरोश, as the killer of destroyer of idols, not as the trader of idols. That is what the man is. That is what Hamid Ansari is trying to humanize. That is what we should know.
Kamruzaman ji, sir, what is this new project that Hamid Ansari is on? And then, do you agree with him? Do you endorse what he says?
Yeah, Pranesh, I am not an advocate of Hamid Ansari ji. He can as well reply to and defend whatever he has said today. But one thing is very sure and certain, it's very obvious, he has hit a very raw nerve today. Why I say very raw nerve? I was listening to the interview of one of the BJP spokesperson that Ghazni and all other Mughal invaders, whoever came into India, as we know, came on a basis of a religious adar. That's where the differences lie in the perception of the ecosystem and the rest of us. Why I say this? BJP and the ecosystem, they survive by weaponizing history. They take Mahmud of Ghazni, freeze him as a permanent Hindu-Muslim villain and use him to polarize today's voters. No serious historian like Irfan Habib XYZ, they deny invasion or temple destruction. But BJP lies by projecting medieval plunder as modern religious war. That's where the objection comes.
Udbi is saying this.
It's nothing to do with religious invasion.
Kamruzaman ji,
No,
just think of it. 1 minute, sir, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, sun lijiye.
Tariqul Yamini.
I just want to humbly submit one thing. Just think of of the situation that we have. You are saying serious historians like Irfan Habib are of a different view. When his own biographer has said something,
He's worn it as a badge of honor.
इरफान हबीब सही है या जो उनके बायोग्राफर हैं वो सही हैं? उनके बायोग्राफर तो आरएसएस के नहीं थे ना. आरएसएस तो 1925 की क्रिएशन है.
No, my point of view is a different one than Pranesh, that what you are projecting. I am told.
But sir, you can't have a point of view in history.
It cannot be different, right?
Sir, point of view से कैसे चलेगा? Sir, we are talking about history.
No, that's where the difference lies. What do? You erase the context, erase centuries of history and turn those hundreds and thousands of years of history into a campaign slogan. It's about BJP's politics of permanent anger and manufactured enemies. They conveniently erased 200 years of British rule.
Sir, what is the name of the biographer?
The biographer is Udpi and the book is Tariqul Yamini.
No, forget the book.
This is the official biography of this man.
Biographer का नाम फिर से बोलिए.
Udpi.
Sir, Udbi was not a member of the BJP. There was no BJP then. How do you even, try and substantiate what you are saying? The biographer is saying this about the tyrant. Yes.
Mahmud Ghazni is owning it. That yes, this is my biography. What are you talking here, Kamruzaman? If you are exposed, don't lie here. Own it as Ghazni owned it at that point of time.
I'm not defending Ghazni out here. I'm not defending Ghazni out here. I'm not defending anybody out here. But just I am trying to point out that how the present day BJP RSS ecosystem.
What has this got to do with the BJP RSS? Abbas Maldaiyar, 1 minute. आपने बोला कि real historians. ये Abbas क्या? ये real historian नहीं है because his name is Abbas. Irfan Habib is a real historian because he is Irfan. Why is Abbas Maldaiyar not a real historian, sir? Kamruzaman ji, बताइए.
Pranesh, I know. I told you, Hamid Ansari's statement has hit a raw nerve.
What is this raw nerve? Obviously, sir, anyone who is a patriotic Indian will feel insulted. Raw nerve, आप लोग तो बाटला हाउस में भी Raw nerve, and you know what are the nerves? You had the Congress, some leaders of the Congress party had the nerve to doubt the integrity, veracity of the encounter. Don't talk about nerves. Tala Rashadi, आप भी you are a scholar in your own right. आपका क्या point of view है सर इसमें?
Pramesh, good evening. I think this should not have been said by a former vice president of the country, Hamid Ansari. Whatever he said, that should not have been said. At least the timing should not have been this. It might be that he wanted to make an academic argument about medieval history, and he might be correct in his own records. But a former vice president must weigh his words, and he should understand that what he is saying is going to give ammunition to extremists, and that this is what is happening here. Now, another point is that if you go through the history books, you will find that there were Hindu rulers named by Jayapala and Anandpala who ruled till the Afghanistan, Eastern Afghanistan, and till Kabul. So maybe he might have been talking about the Akhand Bharat. If you talk about Akhand Bharat,
why do you think I have Abhas Maldayar on the panel? मुझे पता था अखंड भारत तक जाएंगे. By the way, I noticed that when your name flips, वो जो आपका नाम का description है, it flips. Tala Rashadi flips to RUM. ये राष्ट्रीय उलेमा का क्या है? ये राष्ट्रीय उलेमा मंच. I think we can word it better. ये RUM इसको change कर देते हैं. Let's change this.
Ulama Council है वो, please. And I don't want you to make a mockery of that. If you want me to be sitting here,
I am speaking in your favor. मैं बोल रहा हूं वो RUM जो है उसको हम कुछ और लिख सकते हैं. आप समझे ही नहीं. Even when I talk about your interest, आप गुस्सा हो जाते हैं. ये मुगलों पे जब हम डिस्कस करते हैं ताला रशादी, why this intolerance to even questions or a discussion like this? Why do you get so worked up?
I'm not getting worked up. Allah, Pranesh, it's you guys who are getting rattled. I don't understand if an academician is making an academic argument, argue it with academics. If he has a point, you should argue with historical facts, not about the WhatsApp university facts and the history sightings coming from the
कौन है सर इसमें से?
That is the issue.
No, 1 minute. इसमें से, look at that composition of the panel and tell me which person is from WhatsApp university. आप बता दीजिए, या स्कूल कॉलेज बता दीजिए कोई है WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी से.
Is that a question to me?
आप ही ने बोला है सर, आप ही जवाब दीजिए.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
छोड़ दीजिए. देखिए यही होता है WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी में. अगर आप जाएंगे तो क्वेश्चन एक बार में नहीं समझ में आएगा. उमर जुनैदी, जो हामिद अंसारी कह रहे हैं सही कह रहे हैं गलत कह रहे हैं? ये जो इन्वेडर्स आए थे वो इंडियंस थे?
The RSS and BJP talks about Akhand Bharat. Is Afghanistan not a part of Bharat? In that context, if Hamid Ansari is saying, so he is Indian. So what's wrong in that? So the whole point is what Hamid Ansari was trying to say. He was trying to say about the demolition of the temples and all. Let us take an example of Baso Kalyan nearby to Gulbarga. Mahadeva temple was destroyed by the Cholas because they were having a fight with the Chalukya. So there are several invaders who came to India who destroyed our properties. It might be temple, masjids or whatever. Now you question me about what Mughal did to India, what this Veer Savarkar did to India. The question is what we are doing.
How are you? No, 1 minute.
Independence.
Don't listen. Don't put Veer Savarkar in the same block as Mughals. Don't do that. That's not right, Umar Junaidi.
Veer Savarkar, sorry, not Veer.
कोई बात नहीं, सच्चाई निकल जाती है सर.
तो आप लोगों ने इतना प्रोपेगेंडा कर दिया है ना, तो वो निकल ही जाता है. So now it's not a title, it's become a name.
I know. ऐसे मैंने तो नाम चेंज कर दिया. वो RUM जा रहा था, मैंने RUC कर दिया. वो देखिए अच्छा लग रहा है ना, लेकिन ताला भाई उनको समझ ही नहीं आया मैं क्या बोल रहा था. अब वो when he sees the recording of this, he will be happy. हाजी रंगरेज, आपने भी तो पढ़ा होगा हिस्ट्री. बताइए क्या याद है जो पढ़ाया गया था आपको?
आपको एक बात बताना चाहूंगा.
आप बोलिए.
मैं बताना चाह रहा हूं जो आप समझ लेंगे और आपके दर्शक भी समझ लेंगे कि काफी दिनों से मुगलों के ऊपर चर्चा नहीं हो रही थी, तो आज मुगलों का जिक्र आ ही गया और लोगों को जो है जो मजा आना था वो आ गया। हमारे देश में इतने सारे मुद्दे हैं जिन पर डिबेट होनी चाहिए, चर्चा होनी चाहिए, संवाद होना चाहिए, मगर उन पर चर्चा ना होकर मुगलों पर चर्चा होती है और मुगलों के बारे में बताया जाता है कि मुगल जो थे वो आक्रांता थे, मुगलों ने बहुत यहाँ लूटपाट मचाई, इतने सारे मंदिर तोड़ दिए।
ठीक है,
तो मैं कुछ राजाओं के नाम है जो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं।
एक मिनट, हम वन बाय वन जाएंगे। हाजी रंगरेज, एक मिनट। आपने कहा कि देश में बहुत, सुनिए हाजी साहब, एक मिनट आराम से करते हैं, भी बहुत समय। आपने कहा देश में देयर आर प्रेसिंग इश्यूज, व्हाई आर वी डिस्कसिंग समथिंग एज अब्सर्ड एज दिस, राइट? अभी आप कहां से हमसे जुड़ रहे हैं, कहां हैं आप?
मैं तो अभी हरिद्वार में था।
क्या कर रहे हैं आप हरिद्वार में? क्या कर रहे हैं आप बताइए?
कहना चाह रहा हूं
पहले। नहीं, हरिद्वार में क्या कर रहे हैं आप?
मेरा दोस्त है, उसकी शादी।
तो देश में इतने मुद्दे हैं, आप वहां किसी के शादी के फंक्शन में एंजॉय कर रहे हैं? आप यहां बैठिए, प्रोटेस्ट कीजिए। आपके हिसाब से इतनी जॉबलेसनेस है, भूखमरी है, आप शादी और इसके प्रोग्राम में कैसे जा रहे हैं?
देखिए, आज प्रोटेस्ट कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है मनरेगा को लेकर। मनरेगा का जो जिस तरीके से उसका नाम चेंज किया।
अरे तो दिन में प्रोटेस्ट और शाम को ये इवेंट और ये शादी, ऐसे चलता है क्या प्रोटेस्ट? इफ यू रियली बिलीव इन द कॉज तो वापस आ जाइए वहां देहरादून। कहां आप? हरिद्वार। वहां से निकलिए, हरिद्वार से आप। अभी आप बोल रहे हैं ना देश में इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स है, तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं वहां पे?
प्रॉब्लम है, हम लगातार, हमारी पार्टी और हम लगातार इन मुद्दों को उठा रहे हैं। मैं कुछ नाम बताना चाह रहा था।
नाम मत बताइए, मुझे पता आप क्या बोलेंगे। नाम बता दिया हामिद अंसारी ने, वो सब इंडियन थे, वो कह रहे हैं। आईपी सिंह जी, संजू वर्मा, मैं आ रहा हूं आपके पास। आईपी सिंह जी, सर आप भी कम स्कॉलर तो है नहीं, आप बोलिए हामिद अंसारी सही बोल रहे हैं क्या?
अब मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि हामिद अंसारी साहब देश के उपराष्ट्रपति रहे हैं, इतिहास को उन्होंने भी पढ़ा होगा, हम सबने भी पढ़ा है। जो इन्वेडर्स हैं वो इन्वेडर्स हैं, लेकिन वो बहुत समय से मीडिया में चर्चा में नहीं थे। और इस हिस्ट्री को जिस तरह से उन्होंने कोट किया है, रोमा कम्युनिटी, मैं तो ये कहूंगा कि वो रोमा कम्युनिटी के बारे में पढ़ना चाहिए कि किस तरह से कन्नौज को और सबको जब वो लूट कर लेकर गए, तो रोमा कम्युनिटी, पर्शियन हिस्टोरियन है, उत्बी है, अल-बरूनी, देखिए अचानक ये नाम याद आया, अल-बरूनी ने वो हिस्ट्री को डिफाइन किया है। तो ये सब सोचना चाहिए कि हम क्या बोल रहे हैं। ठीक है, एक हिस्सा हमारा भारत के विभाजन के बाद पाकिस्तान में चला गया, लेकिन अफगानिस्तान वहां प्रिवेल करता है, उसके आगे की हिस्ट्री है, कैसे ये आक्रांता आए और किस तरह से। हाँ, ये कहा जा सकता कि हुमायूं के बाद अकबर का जन्म ये हुआ, शाहजहां का हुआ, औरंगजेब का हुआ, ये कह सकते हैं। लेकिन जिस तरह से लोधी
सर, ये देखिए आपने शुरुआत सही की थी, लेकिन फिर आपको लगा कि आप समाजवादी पार्टी में हैं और शायद कहीं प्रॉब्लम ना हो जाए, तो फिर आपने भी वही हामिद अंसारी वाला रास्ता पकड़ लिया। ऐसे मत कीजिए आप। संजू आभास, आई विल कम टू यू, लेट मी गेट ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स, देन आई विल कम टू यू। यू नो, ऑल क्वेश्चंस आर डायरेक्टेड एट यू. योर स्कॉलरली work as a historian is under lens today. Sanju Verma, what is wrong in what Hamid Ansari has said? Because Talar Ashadi, Kamru Zaman ji, Umar Junaidi ji, ये बोल रहे हैं आरएसएस, बीजेपी डिस्टॉर्ट करती है हिस्ट्री।
पहले तो प्रणेश, लेट मी प्ले द विक्टिम कार्ड। 7 लोगों के बाद आप मेरे पास आए हैं, so I hope I will be given 30 seconds extra. But anyway, coming to the moot issue at hand, I think Abhas is a reputed historian. I will not get into the historical facts. I think we are missing the woods for the trees here. This is not a debate where we go back to the historical roots of Ghazni or Lodi or Akbar or Babur, so on and so forth. The moot point is, was Hamid Ansari A.R. Rahman 1.0 or is A.R. Rahman Hamid Ansari 2.0? The moot point is, Hamid Ansari was the Vice President of India for 10 long years from 2007 to 2017. Yet, in 2015, he refused to salute the national flag during the Republic Day parade, saying, I was not in my official uniform, so as per protocol, I am not mandated to salute the flag. This is the same Hamid Ansari who in 2017 actually supported the protest at Aligarh Muslim University, saying, what is wrong with Jinnah's portrait in AMU? After all, Jinnah was also a patriot and contributed to India's freedom movement. This is the same Hamid Ansari who immediately after debuting office shared a stage with the notorious PFI, which is nothing but an arm of the SIMI. And this is the same Hamid Ansari who actually demonized Yoga Day celebrations at international forums. And this is the same Hamid Ansari who said that Muslims are marginalized in India, and under the Modi government, we have something called hyper-nationalism. So the first point I want to make is, जो डरा हुआ मुसलमान का narrative है, वो गलत है. People like Hamid Ansari are doing disservice to the Muslim community by painting themselves as victims after enjoying all the perks of power. The second point I want to make is the deliberate attempt to sanitize history. Do you remember the Mopla rebellion? It started in August 1921, which Abbas will endorse, and went on for 3 months till December 1921. For the longest time, we were told that Mopla rebellion was a rebellion by Muslim peasants and farmers. Thanks to the RSS, thanks to the BJP, and a man called J. Nanda Kumar of the RSS, in 2021, the BJP rewrote history textbook by saying it is not a Mopla rebellion. More than 10,000 Hindus were slaughtered and butchered.
That's right.
It is the Mopla genocide. So the second point I want to make is, don't sanitize historical facts. And my final point is this, Pranesh, just 30 seconds. The biggest controversial figure when it comes to sanitization of facts is Tipu Sultan. Kaha jata hai Tipu Sultan fought against the British. We should glorify him, forgetting that on the 12th of December 1785, 65,000 Kodavas at Makkari were circumcised, 2 lakh Kodavas were taken captive, and more than 85,000 Kodavas were slaughtered. Again, a fact which Abbas will endorse. So, Irfan Habib, Romila Thapar, Ramchandra Guha, please go beyond them. Because this is the same lot which refuses to accept that the Khilafat movement.
But you see, they are the real historians. Kamruzaman ji just said they are the real historians. But I must say one thing, because you know, you were heaping praise on Abbas, and I am glad that you are saying so. No, 1 minute. Sanju Verma ji, 8 minutes. आप इतनी तारीफ कर रही थी आभास मलदैयार की, होनी भी चाहिए, because of the work that he's done. Just reach out to your colleagues in the Madhya Pradesh unit of the BJP. He was at a literature festival there. और बिना पढ़े, इनका एक सेशन था बाबर पे, because he's written a book to expose Babar's bigotry. वो वहां के एक मिनिस्टर के बोलने से कैंसिल कर दिया. मंत्री जी से कहिए किताब भी कभी पढ़ लेनी चाहिए, so that they know that he was not endorsing or glorifying Babar. But that was, you know, ma'am, besides the point. अब कमरुज़मान जी, मुझे एक बात बताइए. Every time we discuss about, you know, Mughals, tyrants, so to say, why do people make it about, you know, assault on one community? ऐसे क्यों बोलते हैं that, you know, there is an attempt now to target Muslims? Why? History is history.
Because that's one answer that Sanjeev Verma and her likes must answer. Why do we consider our medieval past or our ancient past or our immediate past as an emotive history? Why should the present day Muslims be held accountable to what Ghazni did thousands of years ago? Look at how Sanjeev Verma was trying to relate those history with present day.
I want you to repeat that. ये बहुत ही अच्छा आपने पॉइंट उठाया. ये जो भी लास्ट पॉइंट बोला आपने, व्हाई शुड द प्रेजेंट डे मुस्लिम, एक बार बोलिए सर प्लीज.
नहीं, देखिए, what happens is there that it allows the BJP and the ecosystem to club the Congress.
Ji, say what you said. It's a, how often do you have this, you know, once more moment in a debate, sir? पता ही है तो concert में ऐसा privilege होता है, once more. I am asking you to repeat what you said. Why should the present day Muslims? आगे क्या बोला आपने, बोलिए.
Said. No, that's what I'm saying. One chief minister of BJP says that Muslims, if they want to vote, they need to go to Bangladesh. Who in the world is this man to say that where the Muslims should vote?
Kamru Zaman
Why are they being
Chaudhary, repeat what you said or I will have to repeat. Karan, you see, people who justify the lopsided UGC norms, वो बोलते हैं they must be the upper caste must pay for 5,000 years before. वो discrimination के लिए अभी जिम्मेदार हैं. वो बोल रहे हैं why should the, and who is drawing the link?
No, let me give two examples.
People like Haji Randrez are drawing the link.
Two short examples, Pranesh. बहुत अच्छा सवाल पूछा है इन्होंने कमरू जमान ने. I'll give two short examples. Bala Sahab Thorat, the head of Congress Maharashtra unit, in 2022 sat on protest and passed a resolution. Why is Aurangabad's name being changed to Sambhaji Nagar? Our sentiments are attached with Aurangzeb. Now, why is he associating himself with Aurangzeb? That bigot Aurangzeb. And IP Singh Saab is here. 30th December 2012, Samajwadi Party passes a resolution. We will reconstruct Babri Masjid. Why did they do that? Why did they associate themselves with Babar? ये अभी कह रहे थे हुमायूं के बाद से. बाबर तो हुमायूं से भी पहले था. उससे क्यों associate कर रहे थे? That is the point, Kamru Zaman. Why do these present day politicians associate themselves with these bigots? सन्नाटा हो गया इनका.
No, the point is that nobody is associating with the bigots. You are trying to bring and relate those incidents of the past to the present day Muslims and the political history of India right now.
If people like Tala Rashadi, हाजी देखिए Tala Rashadi तो I must say, वो उनसे तो अगर मैं straight question पूछता हूं तो वो condemn कर देते हैं. वो बोलते हैं मैं I love औरंगजेब में नहीं मानता हूं. लेकिन हाजी रंडरेज ट्रिगर हो जाते हैं, उमर जुनैदी ट्रिगर हो जाते हैं. अब मैं वो पूछूंगा, देखिए ताला रशादी, पीपल हु से आई लव औरंगजेब, वो सही है या गलत है?
देयर आर पीपल इन इंडिया हु से आई लव, क्या नाम था उसका, गोडसे. देयर आर पीपल इन दिस कंट्री हु से आई लव गोडसे. देन देयर आर पीपल हु से आई लव औरंगजेब.
तो गलत है ना. एनीबडी हु सेज आई लव गोडसे इज रॉन्ग. नहीं बोलना चाहिए.
There's something that is morally or ethically wrong is wrong, but the Constitution of India allows you to say that. So there are people who are saying that
Constitution allows you to say I love who was that terrorist from Kashmir, school teacher, principal, Burhan Wani. I love Burhan Wani. I love Afzal Guru. I love Aurangzeb. सर ये कौन से पेज में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में?
गोडसे का मंदिर बना दिया गया.
तो गलत है ना. मैं तो बोल रहा हूं गलत है. anyone who does it must be publicly called out. Why are you whitewashing someone and legitimizing I love Aurangzeb chants? आप बोलिए गलत है. Aurangzeb can't be held. आप बोलिए.
I will never say I love Aurangzeb because Aurangzeb is not my ideal. I say it.
I know you will not say, but why are you defending the others? उमर जुनैदी, आई लव औरंगजेब बोलने की इजाजत कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है?
First of all, I have never said I love Aurangzeb.
I am not saying you have said.
Listen, let me say. अरे प्रणय जी आप बोलने नहीं देते हो. I have never said I love Aurangzeb, but today I'll say on this national television that I love Aurangzeb. What's wrong in that?
देखिए सर, ये बहुत बढ़िया.
What's wrong in that?
There is nothing wrong, sir. If all of you stop saying I love, if you don't say it, how will we expose this ecosystem? ये mindset एकदम सही है. इसीलिए तो मैंने ये snap polls किया अभी. अब एक और बचे सर, एक मिनट. You keep loving Aurangzeb, I'm coming to you.
Pranesh, this speaks volumes about him, about his mentality. When he loves someone who inflicted wounds on Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, when he loves someone who beheaded our revered Guru, that speaks about his mindset. Then he should not expect brotherhood. You can't expect brotherhood if you love such monsters. Should be ashamed of yourself, honestly. There is no other way. But I am also entitled to say that you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, 1 minute.
If you are standing with such monstrous, barbaric people.
He will say that, the secularism, the idea of secularism allows him to celebrate Aurangzeb. अब आप क्या बोलोगे? This kind of absurdity can't be countered with logic. Abbas, I am coming to you. हाजी रंडरेज, आपको पता था ना हाजी साहब, मैं आपसे पूछूंगा. अब आप बोलिए. उमर जुनैदी कह रहे हैं आई लव औरंगजेब.
देखिए परनेश भाई, मैंने पहले भी आपकी डिबेट में कई बार कह चुका हूं, बार बार हमसे ये कहलवाना चाहते हैं. मैं कह रहा हूं, आज खुले शब्दों में कह रहा हूं, देश के लोगों से कह रहा हूं, आपके व्यूअर्स से कहता हूं कि भारत के देश के मुसलमानों से मुगलों का कोई भी रिश्ता नहीं है, ना कोई लेना देना है।
ये रिश्ता अभी बना दिया इन्होंने। देखिए ये उमर जुनैदी इसी देश के है ना। अगर गोरी और गजनी इंडियन है तो उमर जुनैदी तो इंडियन है। इनको क्यों आप देश से अलग कर रहे हैं? वो कह रहे हैं आई लव औरंगजेब। अभी आपने सुन लिया।
देखिए पढ़ने तो बहुत सारे लोग जो हैं गोडसे की विचारधारा को जो है प्रमोट करते हैं, तो
गलत है ना वो। तो अगर वो गलती कर रहे हैं तो आप क्यों कर रहे हो? देन हाउ आर यू एनी बेटर? आभास, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन सेइंग आई लव औरंगजेब?
So it carries a lot of problem, Pranesh, and I was holding myself back because I was curious to understand even why this is even being debated, because already one person clearly said that we are free to say even I love Aurangzeb. Can anybody say so? I love Hitler anywhere across the world? It's a crime to do so. Yeah. You can never do this. If Hitler was of that kind for the Jews, certainly Aurangzeb was of similar nature or even worse for we the Hindus. Now coming back to one point which Mr. IP Singh had said, where he had pointed out that after Humayun onwards, or perhaps they became more like us. But let me put the facts very rightly in front of everybody. In their own record, they called the people who came from Samarkand as Vilayat Rasida, which clearly meant the people who are coming from their own territory. Later on, Jahangir went on to say that we have to finish the unfinished task of taking back Samarkand. They always considered Samarkand as their home. Shah Jahan did a big campaign for the bulk campaign where he was trying to get back Samarkand, but they always failed to do it. Akbar carried the same thing. Aurangzeb also never considered themselves a Hindustani, though people can try the best to paint them as their Hindustani, but they were never as such. Now, as far as this mindset of seeing Aurangzeb or any other Islamic ruler, or say per se Babur, Akbar, or anybody as somebody who were very benevolent, right, or something, then the question where it comes that why should the Muslims of today try to connect with those invaders or the kings? Then if they are really not looking to connect with them, then they should hand over all the temples over which the mosque stands.
No, even if you don't make that argument about handing over temples, who is drawing the connection? Who's making the connection? Pranesh is not making the connection. Umar Junaidi is making that connection and he's proud of it. Sanju Verma?
You know, Pranesh, I keep coming back to this. We've had a zillion debates on your show on this. That, you know, the entire Darbari ecosystem, this is the same lot which will demonize Veer Savarkar. They will glorify Aurangzeb. Do you remember last year in Nagpur, the DCP of Nagpur, a man called Niketan Kadam, barely escaped death. He was attacked with machetes and Molotov cocktails by a rabid Islamist crowd simply because he said that Aurangzeb के मजार को कुछ होगा नहीं, पर मुसलमानों को भी अपनी औकात में रहना चाहिए. इतना बयान दिया and the entire crowd became bloodthirsty. Do you remember the Sambhal disputed mosque area? कि जब surveillance के लिए the circle officer Anuj Chaudhary went there at the behest of the court. Samajwadi Party's son and duo Shakil Ahmed and his son attacked Anuj Chaudhary with machetes. So the limited point I'm making is, इनके लिए पहले मुल्क नहीं, इनके लिए पहले धर्म है. And they do that with brazen impunity. But
नहीं, ये कौन सा धर्म है where you are celebrating, you know, murderers and tyrants? IP सिंह जी, आपने तो अभी ये लाइव डिबेट में सुन लिया. वो कह रहे हैं आई लव औरंगजेब मैं बोलूंगा.
मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि बीजेपी और उनके प्रवक्ताओं के लिए तोप दे दिया उन्होंने, अब उसे ये लोग फायर करेंगे.
अरे इसमें भी आप बीजेपी और आरएसएस को बोल रहे हैं. ये जो तोप जो चला रहे, पहले उनको तो बोलिए कि तोप चलाना ठीक नहीं है.
अमित नहीं, हामिद अंसारी साहब ने जो कुछ भी कहा.
अरे हामिद अंसारी बहुत बड़े आदमी है. पहले उमर जुनैदी जी, वो भी स्कॉलर हैं, वो कह रहे हैं आई लव औरंगजेब. बोलिए आप इतने शॉक क्यों आईपी सिंह जी? आपको धक्का लग गया है?
उस पर मैं नहीं, सवाल यह है कि 146 करोड़ का देश है. और हर आदमी स्वतंत्र है, डेमोक्रेसी है।
देखिए आप क्या बोल रहे हैं, कोई कुछ भी बोलेगा, कल कोई बोलेगा आई लव ओसामा, आई लव ओसामा। करण
नहीं, मैं जरा
Who do you love?
आईपी सिंह साहब से एक सवाल पूछ लूं, बहुत सच बोलते हैं आईपी सिंह साहब। आईपी सिंह साहब, आपके जो पार्टी के चीफ हैं अखिलेश यादव जी, उनको प्यार से लोग टीपू बुलाते हैं। अब टीपू सुल्तान ने क्या किया था आईपी सिंह साहब, ये मैं क्या बताऊं, आभास तो पूरा इस पे लेख लिख सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं। टीपू सुल्तान ने मरे हुए लोगों को तक कन्वर्ट किया था। आप इसके प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, क्यों अखिलेश जी को टीपू कहा जाता है? दर्शन सिंह जी जो उस समय ग्राम पंचायत के हेड थे, उन्होंने टीपू सुल्तान के ऑनर में उनको टीपू बुलाना शुरू किया था। बुलाना चाहिए उनको टीपू, नहीं बुलाना चाहिए? प्लीज बता दीजिए हमें।
शायद आप सबका जन्म भी नहीं हुआ होगा, तब हम सबने टीपू सुल्तान का जो कैरेक्टर था वो पढ़ा है।
जी,
कैरेक्टर बाद में बदल गया।
से आप बता रहे हैं आज के दौर में।
अच्छा,
उस दौर में टीपू सुल्तान के बारे में ये नहीं बताया जाता था।
अरे तो आप तो इस दौर में जवाब दीजिए ना, इस दौर में आपसे सवाल पूछा है, आप उस दौर के हिसाब से मत जवाब दीजिए, आप इस दौर के हिसाब से जवाब दीजिए।
सिर्फ बीजेपी चर्चा करती है,
इसमें
उनके समर्थक चर्चा करते हैं।
टीपू सुल्तान, औरंगजेब में बीजेपी, आरएसएस, कांग्रेस कहां से आ गई? हाउ इज एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू कांग्रेस एंड बीजेपी? सर यू मस्ट हैव, सर एक मिनट, कोई मॉरल कंपास भी तो होता है, मॉरल कंपास।
ने देखा है टीपू सुल्तान पर जबरदस्त सीरियल बना है, पूरे देश ने, यहां तक कि गाड़ियां रुक जाती थी, लोग रुक के टीपू सुल्तान पर सीरियल देखते थे।
को कुछ नहीं पता है, जब सीरियल की शूटिंग हो रही थी वहां प्रोटेस्ट हुए थे।
नहीं, एक मिनट,
लोगों ने सेट पे जाके स्टॉर्म्ड इनटू इट।
सीरियल तो हिटलर पे भी बना है,
हाँ,
डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनी है, उसका क्या मतलब हुआ? बताइए सर, सीरियल बनने से क्या मतलब होता है?
ये तो भारतवासियों से पूछिए।
भारतवासियों क्या बता दिया? भारतवासियों ने उमर जुनैदी बोल रहे आई लव औरंगजेब,
मतलब
ताला रशादी
अखिलेश जी का नाम है भाई टीपू।
What will you tell your friend Umar Junaidi?
I would like to tell the BJP spokesperson sitting here, she was talking about 2 years, 3 years back. अभी कल उत्तराखंड में 2 कश्मीरी शॉल वेंडर्स को मारा गया बुरी तरह से इनकी हुकूमत के अंदर में। इस पे वो इनको वाकया नहीं याद रहेगा। उसी उत्तराखंड में एक मुसलमान की दुकान बाबा नाम से थी, तो उस पे इनको एक सिस्टम के लोग आगे नाम बदलवाने के लिए, वहां पे एक दीपक नाम का लड़का आकर उसको बचाने आता है।
ताला रशादी गलत है ना, ये बात तो गलत है। मैं वही तो तब से आपसे कह रहा हूं कि ये गलत है। लेकिन अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि कश्मीर में जो जेनोसाइड हुआ कश्मीरी हिंदूज के साथ, पता है आपको उसके बारे में क्या नैरेटिव चलती है इस देश में? आपको पता है ना? पूछ लीजिए।
क्या पता है?
क्या हुआ था सर कश्मीरी हिंदूज के साथ? क्या हुआ था वहां पे कश्मीर में?
अच्छा, तो अब कश्मीरी पंडित की आप बात कीजिएगा तो आप उसका बदला ले रहे हैं, तो साफ कह दीजिए उसका बदला ले रहे हैं।
लेकिन वहां क्या हुआ बता तो दीजिए।
खुलकर फिर छिपाना क्या? साफ छिपते भी नहीं, सामने आते भी नहीं, गजब पर्दा है, चिलमन से लगे बैठे हैं। खुलकर आइए, कहिए कि कश्मीरी हिंदुओं का बदला ले रहे हैं। देश भी देखे, दुनिया भी देखे। अगर ये कर रहे हो तो कहिए ना, फिर
देखिए जोर से बोलने से आई लव औरंगजेब छुपेगा नहीं आपका, कितना भी जोर से बोल लीजिए। ताला रशादी, मैंने जो आपके नाम के साथ अभी जस्टिस किया है ना, कुछ और ही चल रहा था। आपको अभी तक उसकी ग्रेविटी समझ में नहीं आई है। RUM को मैंने RUC किया है। आपको मुझे थैंक यू बोलना चाहिए, लेकिन आप गुस्सा हो रहे मुझ पे। कमरू जमान जी, व्हाट विल यू से सर? You will talk about BJP, RSS. Oh, someone on the panel is, imagine viewers, all of you are watching this. Imagine in modern India, in the age of AI, we've gone to the moon and beyond. Someone is saying, I love Aurangzeb. And look at how many people have condemned it or have the courage to condemn it. कमरू जमान जी, चलिए आपको मैं मौका देता हूं, आप बोलिए गलत है ये।
No, that's the point I'm telling you. 100 years down the line, some people will be debating on a Times Now show where there will be debating, somebody in the panel says, I love Modi. So there will be debate then also. But the point is
sir,
not that.
Narendra Modi is democratically elected. Aurangzeb was an invader, sir. He was a murderer. Kamru Zaman ji, आप क्या ये analogy भी देखिए, to defend Aurangzeb, you are bringing in Narendra Modi. अगर आप एक मिनट, you can hate Narendra Modi, but why say I love Aurangzeb? Why? And Umar Junaidi, if I ask you between Savarkar and Aurangzeb, who was the patriot or who would you choose?
I will choose whatever I want to. That's the constitutional right I have. That's the very point I am
अब
trying to
आपको
make.
डर क्यों लग रहा है? अब आप
The
नाम
point
तो
is,
लीजिए, एक बार आप बोल चुके हैं आई लव औरंगजेब, दैट्स ऑन टेप, वो कहीं नहीं जाएगा, आप बार बार बोल सकते हैं आई लव औरंगजेब.
I'll definitely say I love Aurangzeb.
Haji Randrez, between Savarkar and Aurangzeb, आप क्या बोलेंगे? You love?
देखिए जी, मैं तो सावरकर को उस पहचान से जानता हूं कि उन्होंने हमारे देश के लिए ना लड़ाई लड़ी और अंग्रेजों के लिए मुखबरी करी और अंग्रेजों से पेंशन ली और देश के खिलाफ मुखबरी करने में उनका सबसे बड़ा अहम रोल रहा.
उन्होंने ये सब किया, चलिए मान लेते हैं उन्होंने ये सब किया. औरंगजेब ने क्या के बारे में क्या जानते हैं आप?
देखिए, मैं औरंगजेब से मैंने पहले भी आपसे कहा, पहले भी आपकी डिबेट में कई बार कह चुका कि मुसलमानों का और मेरा मुगलों से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, ना मैं मुगलों का प्रवक्ता हूं. मुगलों के प्रवक्ता भी आप हैं और आप करते हैं और भाजपा के
वो मुगलों के प्रवक्ता तो कह चुके हैं आई लव औरंगजेब, वो उन्होंने डिक्लेयर कर दिया बिना बोले. मुझे आप ये बताइए कि आप जैसे कह रहे हैं कि सावरकर वॉज अ ब्रिटिश stooge, apologist, did not contribute to freedom struggle, etc. What do you know about औरंगजेब? उनके बारे में तो कुछ पता होगा ना आपको. औरंगजेब ने के क्या कारनामे हैं?
औरंगजेब के कारनामे, उन्होंने कई सारे जो राजा हुए करते थे उस समय के, उन्होंने कई मंदिर भी तोड़े, कई मस्जिद भी तोड़ी, कई मंदिर बनाए भी, कई मस्जिदें भी बनाई. ये सारा इतिहास रहा. उन्होंने कैसे औरंगजेब के समय में इकोनॉमी हमारी देश की बहुत कही थी, अखंड भारत था. तो सारी बातें सारी चीजें हैं इतिहास में. मगर कुछ व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी के लोग
औरंगजेब को डिफेंड करने के लिए अखंड भारत तक लेजिटिमाइज कर रहे हैं. चलिए ठीक है. संजू वर्मा, आप लोगों को औरंगजेब से क्या प्रॉब्लम है? संजू वर्मा, व्हाई कांट यू बी लार्ज हार्टेड, मैग्नानिमस एंड से आई ऑल्सो लव औरंगजेब, आई एम ट्रूली सेक्युलर? बोल दीजिए एक बार.
ये जो बार बार कहते हैं व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी, आपको बता दूं, औरंगजेब ने अपने भाई दारा शिको का सर कटवाकर तश्तरी पर अपने पिताश्री शाहजहां को पेश किया था. He had sent his own father to exile, killed his brothers Shuja and Murad, and beheaded his brother Dara Shikoh, handed him on a golden platter the beheaded head to his
But that
father.
is dignity in death. Even after beheading his brother, look at the treatment he gave to the head. वो बोलेंगे डिग्निटी इन डेथ है ये.
Pranesh, 10 seconds. I just want to say to somebody on the panel who said कश्मीर में ये मर गए वो मर गए, मैं यहां बैठकर कहती हूं what happened with Mohammad Asad was not done. What happened with Junaid Khan was not done. What happened with Pehlu Khan was not done. What happened with Tabrez Ansari was not done. But can the radical Islamists on this show condemn what happened with Girija Tikku? What happened with Satish Tikku? What happened with Tikalal Taplu? What happened with Naval Commander Ravi Khanna who was gunned down? What happened with Justice Neelkant Ganju? What happened with BK Ganju who was put inside a rice bin and shot at point blank range? मतलब मीठा मीठा गप गप कड़वा कड़वा थू थू. आप रैडिकल इस्लामिस्ट टेरर को कभी कंडेम नहीं करेंगे, बाकी सारी दुनिया जहान की बातों पर बीजेपी को भाषण देंगे. You know, I want to just say last 10 seconds to Kamru Zaman. Fine, we don't need to go back to the 11th century or the 18th century. But what about the latest ranking by the United Nations Human Rights Commission, which says that the top 10 terror organizations in the world, Kamru Zaman, have a radical Islamist DNA, ISIS, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Tehreek-e-Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Islamic Maghreb, Hezbollah. इनके बारे में क्या कहेंगे? बुरहान वानी is a poor headmaster's son. Then you will say Yaqub Memon was a chartered accountant. Why was he given capital punishment? Osama bin Laden was an architect. You will say the late Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi of ISIS was an Islamic scholar. आपका काम ये है कि you cannot call out terror. You will say terror has no religion. What about Dr. Shaheen of the famous Dr. Module? What about Adil Ahmed Rather of the famous Red
Karan, let's get Kamru Zaman ji to respond to Sanju Verma, then I'll come to you. जी Kamru Zaman जी, उन्होंने देखिए कमरू जमान जी, लेट्स गो बियॉन्ड व्हाटअबाउटरी. संजू वर्मा हैज टेकन अ पोजीशन. उन्होंने जो एग्जांपल्स आप लोग देते हैं, उन्होंने बोला ये सब गलत है. वो कहीं भी हो, बीजेपी रूल स्टेट में हो और कहीं भी हो, ये गलत है. और उन्होंने आपसे 4 सवाल पूछे.
Of course it is wrong. Sanju Verma doesn't give a certificate. They are double-mouthed WhatsApp University graduates sitting on national television, masquerading and normalizing hate crime across the... What role has his own Sanju Verma's Chief Minister in Assam got to do? What role has Mr. Pushkar Singh Dhami doing in Uttarakhand against the Muslim population of the state? What role has other Yogi Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh doing to the Muslims?
Sir, ये देखिए,
the point is not that.
You know, you get confused in your own rhetoric. Kamru Zaman ji, I will make this simpler for you. Tala Rashadi between Himanta Biswa Sarma and Aurangzeb, ज़्यादा dangerous कौन है?
First, allow me to respond to this right-wing radical spokesperson sitting here. She quoted me. I just want to say that I condemn in the harshest of the words what happened in Pahalgam. Now they are the government
I
of
am
the day.
asking you about Aurangzeb, Pahalgam, तो obviously you will have to, sir. There is no escape. वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा. अच्छा, उमर जुनैदी, हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा और औरंगजेब में ज्यादा डेंजरस कौन है?
हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा, because he said अगर रिक्शा वाला 5 रुपया बोलता अगर मुसलमान है तो 4 दो. He is the person who is dividing my country.
ठीक है सर. करण?
नहीं, अब इनके बारे में क्या कहा जाए प्रणेश? एक मास मर्डरर से अगर ये हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं तो फिर अब अपनी बुद्धि ये खुद दर्शा रहे हैं. But you know, Pranesh, one thing that has to be said today about Hamid Ansari is, Hamid Ansari became an Ummah Muslim but failed to become an Indian. And this has been a recurring pattern in his entire life. This nation has given him so much. 38 years in the foreign service. This man advocated for Sharia courts back in 2018. This man stood with PFI back in the day. He expunged Smriti Irani's words when she stood up in the parliament and mentioned Goddess Durga. He said, this doesn't go with our culture. He expunged those words when he was as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. This man has time and again shown us instances where he doesn't have an iota of Indian and that is the problem, Pranesh. Amongst Muslims, we have some greats like KK Muhammad and APJ Abdul Kalam and Veer Abdul Hamid who connect with our ethos and some remain these Aurangzeb lovers
who are openly saying, I love Aurangzeb. I was going through Nehru's A Tryst with Destiny speech, you know, beautifully written. Or if the ecosystem had its way, wo bolenge at the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to lies and distortion. There is more that I want to, you know, distort the speech according to their fantasy, but samay nahi hai. I thank all of you for joining us on India Upfront. The news hour with Navika Kumar on the other side.